Hello everyone, Chetina here from Yoga for the Soul Retreats. I've just starting a new session because the other one there was a lot of distortion. So I'm hoping you'll come over and join me here. Yep. Hi Teresa, fabulous. That's better. So you can hear me nice and clearly? Wonderful. Fabulous. Great. All right, we just might give it a couple more minutes. Fabulous, wonderful. Look, I do want to get quite quickly into it today because these sessions, although I was hoping to keep them to 15 minutes, it's going to be a bit hard to really give you a full experience of the practice. And so what I'm going to do over the next 3 to 4 weeks is actually progress in a meditation practice called the SWAN meditation. And it's perfect for this time of year. A lot of people tend to set New Year's resolutions, set goals for themselves. And if, like me, I don't always achieve those. But once you start applying this SWAN process, it actually gives you some more structure around how to work towards those goals. And so we do this in a meditation when you're falling into more subtle stages and more subtle levels of the mind, into the more subconscious and unconscious. So expect for about 30 minutes. So if you do have to check off early, not a problem. They'll always be there on the Facebook Live, on my Facebook page, I should say, where you can access them. So this process is also going to be very good in bringing clarity on these different aspects of your personality. So SWAN is actually an acronym for strengths, weaknesses, ambitions, and needs. And this can be applied to any aspect of your life. It could be around health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. It could be for a job application, putting it against the criteria of the job. It could be in a relationship. It could be developing a personal attribute of compassion. Or it could be, for me this year, it's all about self-care. So it could be just one aspect of self-care and how you're going to achieve that. So what I'd like you to do for now is grab a piece of paper and a pen, and at the top, really clearly write your goal on just one specific goal for this exercise, this meditation practice. So if you want to do that now, at the center of the top of your page, pop down your goal. And just put me a Y in the comments so I know that you're ready to move on. That would be lovely. Okay, so in the middle of your page, I want you to put a big line down the middle. And on the left side, I want you to write ambitions. And on the right side, I want you to write needs. So we actually do start this, and I'm not going to get you to write anything else now. So once you've popped those two down, you can just pop your pen aside and your paper aside. And just to give you a bit more of an overview, just so you're understanding the way I'm going to lead this meditation. Today, we're only going to focus on ambitions and needs. And ambitions are also known as desires. So we need to really start, we've got our goal, but we want to know what our desires, our ambitions are around that goal. And these can be your highest dreams to achieve in relation to that goal. They can be fanciful. You may not even know how you'd ever achieve this desire. As I said, please don't write anything. Just leave it as it is. And this is just to give you a bit of an overview. And then the needs are the essentials. These are what you really do require for that goal. So an example might be around health. And just say it was, say around anxiety. So you've got your goal to be, you want to manage your anxiety. And so then your ambition may be to be completely free from anxiety. And that is definitely something to work towards, and you may not know how you're going to get there. But then let's look at the essentials, that what you need to reach a healthy balance and to manage anxiety. So then you'd be looking at the exercise that helps you ground, breathing, incorporating breathing practices in maybe 3 times a day, recognizing lack of sleep brings on anxiety, certain foods. So you need to look at what foods you eat, good amount of sleep. That's a need. These are needs. These are the essentials you require. But your ambition of being completely free of anxiety would sit under ambitions, because it may not initially be a realistic goal to actually achieve, but certainly not unachievable. Another example would be around losing weight. So you may have a set goal of losing weight, and your ambition might be to be 9 stone and you're 6'4". Now that is, you're not going to reach that. But your need is, okay, you need to lose weight because that'll take pressure off your cardiovascular system, your heart, your bones, your muscles, your knees. They're needs, opposed to being 9 stone. All right, so hoping that's all quite clear. So the essentials, as I said, are needs, the ambitions are desires. And for now, we're just actually going to go into the practice. So what I'd like you to do is just making sure you've got nothing that's going to interrupt you with mobile phones or anything that's going to come on. And then you can either lie down on your back if that's more comfortable for you, use supports if needed. You can pop a cushion under the knees, or you might like to remain seated. And so if you're sitting, sit with your feet flat on the floor, roughly hip width apart. And if comfortable to have the eyes closed, close the eyes, or if you're more comfortable to have them open, but just have them lightly opened and focused at a fixed point that isn't moving, and preferably not your computer screen. And so you could either, if you're laying on the floor, just have the arms, palms facing up, relaxed. And if you're sitting, have the left palm resting in the right palm and just resting in your lap. And so we'll move into the practice now. So have the legs roughly hip width apart, relaxed. Feel that the feet are evenly placed. The weight's even through the buttocks, left to right. And there's an alignment of spine, neck and head. Feel the alignment of shoulder blades, left to right. Feel the shoulders lowering back and down away from the ears. Length through the neck, through to the crown. And soften through the jaw. Release the root of tongue. Let the space behind the eyes soften. Feel the brow relax. The scalp letting go. And feel the whole body releasing. Whole body releasing. Feel with each out breath the muscles relaxing even further. And feel the body becoming heavier with each exhalation. And direct the awareness to the natural flow of breath. Awareness on the natural flow of breath. Notice if the breath is relaxed and deep or shallow, faster. And allow the breath to settle deep down into the abdomen. Relax natural breath into the abdomen. Feel the rising with the inhalation, lowering with exhalation. And introduce a mental count to the abdominal breath. A mental count from 9 back to 0. 1 count per breath. Abdomen breathes in 9. Abdomen breathes out 9. 1 breath, 1 count. Abdomen breathes in 8. Abdomen breathes out 8. Continue the mental count backwards. If 0 is reached or count is lost, begin again at 9. And dropping the count. Relax the breath awareness. And allow the inner gaze to settle into that dark space behind the closed eyes, the screen of the mind. And here visualize or imagine a big clean blackboard. And at the top, clearly write one's goal. Now draw a line down the center and on the left, right ambitions, and on the right needs. Mentally visualizing this. And now allow any ambitions to percolate up in relation to your goal. Just allow them to flow. Endeavour not to intellectualize the practice or seek out these ambitions. They're held within. There's desires that lie beyond the intellectual mind. These unconscious desires have an enormous influence on the choices and decisions one makes, which we may think they're knowingly. And relax the awareness. Allow the image of the blackboard to fade. And start to connect back with your breath, the movement of your body with your breath. Feel your body weighted against the floor, the chair. Feel the placement of your hands, your head, your feet. And bring awareness into your feet and begin to wiggle your toes. Rotate your ankles. Wiggle your fingers and rotate your wrists. You may want to gently move your head from side to side. And trying to maintain that inner quality as you open your eyes, pick up the pen and just write down any ambitions that came through. And just write them flowingly down on the ambitions on the piece of paper. No need to look at needs at this point in time, simply ambitions. The ambitions are relating to the goal that you have set. And make that the last ambition you write down. And again, just place your pen aside and set yourself up again for a short practice before we move into the needs. So whether that be lying, supported on the floor, or in a chair. So again, take the time to set yourself up for comfort. The symmetry of the body, left to right. Feel the alignment through the spine, neck and head. And consciously run the awareness from the crown, softening down through the jaw, throat pit, chest, abdomen, hips and thighs, knees, lower legs and ankles, heels, feet and toes. Feel the weight of whole body, whole body. And return the awareness to the breath. the natural ebb and flow of breath. Be mindful of the breath within the abdomen. And feel the inhalation extending from that point of the navel, gently expanding out with inhalation, and a slight compression back towards the navel on exhalation. And feel how the whole body is breathing, every cell of the body. That gentle expansion of body with inhalation. Gentle compression on exhalation. And attention directed to the breath at the navel. And feel with each exhalation the body becoming heavier. With every out-breath, the body's becoming heavier and heavier. And relax the awareness after the next exhalation of the breath. And direct the awareness back to that space behind the closed eyes, the screen of the mind. And here visualize the blackboard. See the goal clearly written. The ambitions are listed on the left, and on the right are the needs. And now allow all those needs relating to your goal come and place them on the board. Mentally allow them to fill that space where needs are on the right side. All those things you consider to be essential in meeting your goal. The physical needs, mental needs, emotional and spiritual. And see the list of needs longer than the list of ambitions. Again, endeavour not to intellectualize the practice. That wisdom's within in what is needed to reach your goal. And allow that image to fade. And begin to connect back with your breath, the movement of your body with your breath, Feel the weight of your body connected with the floor, the position of your legs, your arms, and start to bring gentle movement back to the toes, the fingers, ankles, wrists, head. And again, keeping that inner quality, open the eyes and begin to write down all those needs on the piece of paper. You may have discovered some needs came up that you wouldn't have necessarily thought of. And as you're writing them down, more needs may be coming through. And so what I'm going to ask you to do now is just place your pen aside, just because I do want to keep this to 30 minutes and not take up more of your time. You'll most probably find that more needs come out, over the next couple of hours, even the next few days, and ambitions may be the same. So as that happens, you can return to your piece of paper and add those. So I want you to have a quick look at your ambitions now. And needs. So ideally your needs are a lot longer list than your ambitions. And what you can do is have a look to see, are any of those ambitions actually essential needs? And are any of those needs actually under ambitions? And so then you can kind of work out the essentials that are required to work towards your goal. And this will come all more together next week when we go into strengths and weaknesses, how this all fits together. But just let me know in the chat box now, has that process we've just gone through then come across clearly for you? Just a why will do, or if you want to make a comment around anything or need clarification, please pop it into the comment box now for me. And what I've also got for you is some support information to flesh out a bit more around the ambitions and needs. So I'll put that link into the comment box and you can click through. There's a short blog giving you an overview of the practice, and then you can access through that blog a document to download to work off, and also just a sequence of 3 or 4 emails to support this whole practice of the SWAN meditation for these next couple of weeks. So that's 4 in total, it's not 4 a week. So I'm going to pop that in the comment box for you now so you can access that. So has anyone got any clarification around the practice, or how was that practice for you? Was it easy to follow? Were there any insights that may have come up for yourself around what your needs and ambitions, and maybe before you may have thought some of those ambitions were needs, or needs were actually, and now you've discovered they're actually ambitions? Okay. Well, it's drawing to an end. It's drawing to that time. So I've just popped that link in for you. You can access that. The next session to continue on from this will be Tuesday next week, which is, I think, the 30th. Let me just have a quick check for you. Yeah, 30th, 4 p.m. And we're going to go into strengths and needs. So if you want to download that document, go by going through that link, and then you can work off that sheet. And you'll also get a support email if you go through to there, giving a bit more information on ambitions and needs. Okay, well, I hope that process has been useful so far, and have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you next week, Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And I'll see some of you at class on Monday. Okay, bye.